today on EA Sports. It's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. Taking on the Minnesota Vikings.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Minnesota Vikings and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's caught by Mike Evans. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. His throw incomplete. So the pass goes out of bounds, but he was not outside of the tackle box when he threw that. He's got to be careful.
You and I both know if it's even close, they're going to give it to the quarterback. They don't want to throw that flag unnecessarily. So if you're just in the area, you're going to be okay.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, they only needed a small gain on third down. They end up getting over 30 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
The rushing numbers for Fournette from last week, 14 carries, 54 yards.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Brings up 3rd down and 9.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. The open man is Smith. And he is going to have the Buccaneers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Give them 22 there on the 3rd down conversion. Fournette, a 1st down carry. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
How about that? One of the so-called little guys putting the pressure on. That was a strong safety. When I was in college, we often called that a lightning blitz.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. The pressure gets to him again. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
It is good. Makes the score Buccaneers 3.
In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. His way up past the 30.
The numbers for him from a week ago: 9 carries, 102 yards, and a touchdown.
And they've already clinched a playoff berth, so I'm eager to see how they approach this game, because some teams' philosophy is to go ahead and get guys out. Other teams' philosophy, continue to do what you're doing best. I expect them to go ahead and use their top guys all the way through this one.
7 yards there and a first down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high power, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down. That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10, right at the 40. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 5. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front, because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through and picking up 1st downs.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal.
Williams. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken the lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Tucker McCann set to kick off.
McCann's got it teed up. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tampa Bay, they're getting ready to set up shop here for their 2nd drive. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early, but if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now they'll throw here. Out of the gun. Pressure coming from the Vikings. Flowers, and they get there and bring him down.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
44-yard punt. They're going to wind up losing yardage on the return, though.
At their own 26-yard.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
Well, now he's looking just to add to his totals. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now left side on the swing pass. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
Complete.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
2nd and 9 now. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back, unsuccessfully.
9 yards to go.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just 1 first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
They'll try and throw for it here. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Justin Jefferson, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bucs are going to retake the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 10-7. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. It's caught on the right side, Williams. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4, 2nd down.
At the 25-yard line.
Throw left side complete. That's Flowers.
The pass. complete to number 16.
Well, a big play like that looks familiar, doesn't it? Like we saw a week ago, reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Nothing wrong with being explosive, nothing wrong with being electric, nothing wrong with carrying it over from the previous week off to a really...
Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And he will have a first down here as they get into field goal range, down just shy of the 20. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
Chapman's on the slant. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now Leonard Fournette. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Fournette. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. On third down, Fournette. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say, we'll see what happens. Here's Bradley Pinion now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. So we've come upon, and just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Vikings 7.
The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily to look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
And it's 3rd down.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. He's got his man. It's Williams. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
5-yard gain on the play.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team is playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to them.
They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run and the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. Now he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A big play for the Vikings on 3rd down. 41 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, When they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he followed that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. Again, it's Williams. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A great effort there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Vikings have once again taken the lead. Great call to hand that one off, and his running back did the rest.
Someone read their keys correctly, and on the defensive side of the ball, they certainly did not, because they really essentially were just going to swarm the quarterback. They kind of guessed themselves out of the play, and guess who benefited? The guy with the football.
Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the second half. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting...
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked.
Well, they brought the lead into this third quarter, and now they're really stepping up, setting a tone here defensively.
They came right out roaring, because you had to know that in the locker room, they talked about setting that tone that you just described, continuing the dominance that they exhibited in the first half.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
That's a good bounce-back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call through the offensive coordinator. You like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
It's a first down following a gain of 3.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Looking to throw. And it's caught on the right side at Smith. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately, because if you let that big guy get a head of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. First down, a run with Cohen. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
Ball carrier.
Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. He shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice.
Now a dump off here complete. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 29-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a first down. 1 quarter remains here as the regular season starts to wind down. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll look to throw here on first down. Calls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. Mike Evans, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth. A sensational one-handed grab in the end zone for the score. Looked like you at the Davis Turkey Bowl every year in the backyard in Orlando, Florida.
Oh, you're so kind. That's definitely in my mind. But how about this? They always tell guys going after the ball, the receivers especially, you got to have a single-minded obsession to go get it. How about going up with a single hand and making that happen?
And it's blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So after the block PAT, they're ready to kick this one off. taken at about the 1. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points, said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Oh, partner, that put... brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the fourth quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock, making him do it that way, didn't they?
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Down he goes. Aaron Donald has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. He'll rifle this one deeply. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. Might be seeing that one on the highlight shows tonight. The home run ball here in the fourth quarter to take the lead.
There's nothing like being aggressive, preaching that to your team, and then following through. All the way through. Go ahead and throw one more up there. Why not?
Been a great game, and we are not done yet. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
Tucker McCann.
McCann's got it teed up. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
So out come the Bucs now.
Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back.
Now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34-yard line. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Tariq Cohen, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 1.
Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now back to throw.
Complete. Jefferson the target.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 45-yard line.
This one brought in by Jefferson.
There he goes, left side. He's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
Justin Jefferson. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bucs have taken the lead here in the fourth.
Will set up for the two-point conversion.
So minutes after giving up the lead in the fourth quarter, they say not so fast. Big play, and they grab that lead right back.
Talk about a seesaw game. Up, down, up, down. Did you have a seesaw? Did you play that when you were a kid?
Oh, yeah. Out on the playground, absolutely.
You had to make sure that you matched weight, though, on the other side, though, right? Otherwise, you could be up in the air a long time.
By the way, we're not done in this one. I think we're set up for an exciting finish.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He's going to fire one deep. This is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings.
Touchdown, Minnesota.
A big play there. 77 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So that punctuates the comeback. They just came roaring from behind here in the fourth quarter to grab the lead.
And they decided, forget jabbing, forget setting them up. Just throw the haymaker, and let's get this thing done. That's exactly what just happened.
Now they'll try to preserve that lead with a little time still on the clock. The decision is to decline it and not give them the down back.
They might as well have sent a skywriter above the stadium saying, we don't think you can get the first down against our defense by that decision.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
So now the Bucs down on the scoreboard. And time, a huge factor. A chance to end this season with a bang as they come up with a 1st and 10. A throw left side to start out. That's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
To Joe Reed.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 5. Throw left side, taken in by Jefferson. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He'll look to throw. He'll get that complete to Reed. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. He's back to throw. Oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. So he didn't start this one the way he wanted to, but he's so elite, been through so many of these battles. Hard to keep him down for an extended period of time.
And to demonstrate just how unusual this start was for him.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. That one looks like he'll throw here. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down, then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He's going to loft this one deep left sideline. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 20. They're taking it across so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, if you're in this spot, why would you throw the ball? And he talked about trust in his quarterback and trust in his offense.
But still.
And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
That's complete to his running back, Evans. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. They'll look to throw. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and long.
Back to throw. And that's incomplete. Clock stops with 10 seconds left.
Justin Jefferson, incomplete.
And down by 5. They've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Vikings defense is going to get the football back. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. He's going to try and go deep again. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's Chuck Clark picking it off, but he will not be able to bring it back. My goodness, what a bizarre ending. The kind of decision that could get a quarterback released before he gets back to the locker room. But fortunately for him and his crew, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play where